through 12. We have the 6th grade beginner band, the silver band, the gold band, and the high school band. The band program is over 325 students strong. Tonight, we will showcase each of the beginner and junior high bands by playing a short selection, and then end with all the bands playing together.
Yes.
We will begin the band night performance with the 6th grade beginner band, starting with the woodwinds and percussion, then brass and percussion, and then everyone. They will be playing Go Team Go.
Fine.
Next up will be our silver band performing Louie Louie.
Oh yeah. Tá com isso, manufacturing mentality.
Our next performing band will be the gold band playing Celebration.
You coming on tonight with me?
Now we will have our mass band performance. We will start with the beginner band on their own, joined by the junior high band, and then the award-winning Pontotoc High School band. We hope you enjoy On Broadway.
Wow. That's not cool.
The band will now exit the field while playing Warpath.
Say it again.
Just count.
It's the largest organization in the school district and has an outstanding record of excellence and a 100% offering of senior scholarships. The band program is under the direction of Vance Whittington, Sarah Todd, and Richie Watson.
At least you freeze punted this time.
National Anthem by the Pontotoc High School Band.
I'm good. No 64 hours still eat you. Oh.
Good evening and welcome to the land of the Warriors. Clint Gannon, Bill Morgan, John Barnett bringing you Pontotoc, Tishomingo County at Pontotoc here on W07B and Metrocast Channel 98 TV7 out of Bruce and Bill. It's great to be back here for the Friday night football game of the week.
Yeah, Clint, as we mentioned a minute ago, kind of rare we get to do the same school 2 weeks in a row. We're catching these Warriors at home once again after a understatement here, much-needed victory last week against a very struggling Amory team that was here, and now Tisch County coming in tonight. Here we're on our third week in division play. Tisch County coming in, they're struggling themselves. Obviously, both teams feel like they've got a shot here. Pontotoc at home has to really think they've got a shot to maybe put that second district win in the column here tonight. Tisch County coming in here only with 2 wins. Against Kossuth, and they won against Alcorn Central, and they've really struggled as well. They took it on the chin last week to Carnt, 59-21. Pontotoc, on the other hand, got the victory last week over Amory, and they are set tonight to try and pick up a second straight win after a string of losses. But I know they're proud to be home tonight here at Warrior Field. And Clint, good to have you and John back with us again tonight, and enjoy working with you guys, although I'm old enough to be probably your daddy. But it's good to have, maybe not John, but
yeah,
it's good to have you guys back and here at pregame.
Hey, it's exciting to be here as you look at the field, folks. Pontotoc wearing the black jerseys, black pants. Tishomingo County with the white jerseys and blue pants. Big game here tonight. We said last week was a de facto playoff game. If you're Tishomingo, this is your season. You're 0-2 in the division. You have matchups with everyone left in front of you, though, in the division standings. You get a win tonight, perhaps you right the ship. Tishomingo County on the end does have a quarterback who can sling it around. We'll talk about him coming up around the turn. Pontotoc trying to add that second win, trying to keep pace. They win tonight. They beat Itawamba Agricultural High School. They somehow find their way with a division victory. Tiebreaker goes their way. So it's one of those things you never know, Bill.
That's right, and they got their final game at home here against Shannon after they have to go on the road to Fulton. But, yeah, you're right. I mean, Pontotoc can kind of control their own destiny here. But first things first, they got to take care of business here tonight against Tisch County. We're excited about being here at the Hollow. We're proud of our sponsors, Becker Enterprises, your hearing center there in Tupelo, Montgomery Drugs here in town, Pontotoc Electric Power Association, the Bank of Pontotoc, a branch of Oxford University Bank. Also, Pickens Pest Control, Mike Pickens and all of his staff there in Oxford. Hunter's Hollow in Oxford, Donnie Guest and staff, Griffin Motor Company in Houston. First National Bank, your hometown bank here with several locations, a brand new branch in Ecru to serve you here. Also, Wade Incorporated, your John Deere dealer here in town. Also, they have another location there in Vardaman. Seafood Junction, Teresa, Mike Montgomery, Mike and Jill, all the fine staff there on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Clint, one night we'll go down there together and eat at seafood. I was there last night, by the way.
Oh, thanks for the invite.
And they still had food there when I left.
You should have tweeted me.
I should have had. I need to check my count, by the way. So, 8-Hour Carpet in Tupelo, and of course our fine community colleges, Northeast Community College and also Itawamba Community College. Shout out to Adam Gore and Will Kohlmeyer there. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Let's mention, I'm not through yet.
So many.
Randolph Fish and Steakhouse in Randolph opened during the weekend nights there on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Murphy's Frames and Brews, Mississippi Recycling Incorporated in Banner, Mississippi. All proud to bring you the game here tonight as you take a look at the respected crowds. Here come the Tisch County team on the field. Clint, we're set for action here tonight.
We're excited about it. Here comes Tisch County. Bottom of your screen comes the Pontotoc Warriors. And now we bring on the Butcher, John Barnett. Before we do, let's make a quick note. You see the pink flags. You see the pink pom-poms. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We do not forget, we strive to find a cure. We are thankful that these high school football teams in Tisch County on both sides are taking part in honoring and helping raise money, promote, and try to find a cure. And at this time, we'll bring on the man who cuts steaks for a career, John Barnett. John, tonight is the battle of the two quarterbacks. You look at Blake Hawkins at Tisch County, 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. You match him up alongside Will Ard, who has 3 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. You would think that Tisch County would be favored, but then you would say not so fast. Pontotoc would be the Vegas favorite here, maybe by 7.5, make you laugh.
I have to agree with you 100% on that, Clint. Home field advantage is always so big. You got to take that into account. Now, the quarterback-wise, I would say Tisch County does have the advantage. Moss is going to have a whole lot more experience than Ard. Ard's just a young guy. He took a lot of shots last week, too. You're going to want to think you got to keep him off the ground, got to keep him upright. Same thing with Moss, your veteran too. Keep both these quarterbacks off the ground. We could have a shootout tonight, Clint.
And I would love nothing more than that. We've had some great games this year on TV7. Matter of fact, WTVA is calling this their game of the week. We will too. Clint Gannon, John Barnett, Bill Morgan, and we are set for a kickoff live in Pontotoc. As the kicker lines it up, he'll kick it at the 40. A couple of three guys back deep to receive, and it'll go back through the hand, and it will be a touchback. And they'll set up shop first down at 10 at the 20. So Tishomingo County a march on the field. We'll take a timeout and be back for the first series right after this. Welcome back to Pontotoc. Clint Gannon, John Barnett, Bill Morgan on the call. This is TV7 Friday Night Football. Tishomingo County goes into shotgun and hands off up the middle. A quick handoff to number 42, Randall Morris, the junior running back, middle linebacker, picks up 2, maybe 3, John.
And that's always a nice pickup on first down. You always want to get positive on first down. You want to start out the game. You're on the road, you're behind. You want to start out something positive, and that's a good way to start it out.
You're exactly right, John. Second down, 7 yards to go. If you're just joining us, we have just kicked it off here in Pontotoc. Hawkins goes to the gun. Keeps the read option himself, and he is stymied at the line for a loss of several. It'll be third down and a long 9, maybe 10.
It looks like he couldn't make up his mind on that, Clint. Did he want to hand it off? Did he want to run it himself? It's just a little bit slow in developing. When you got that option, that read option, spread option, whatever you want to call it, you got to make a decision. Your quarterback, you got to make it quick.
Not only got to make a decision, you got to make the right decision.
And you got to stand behind it too.
And there's nothing like right decisions. And when you're hungry, go to Seafood Junction over there in Algoma. That's a good decision anytime you make it. Third down and 9. Hawkins drops back, throws a little swing pattern, makes one man miss, will not make 2, and Mars is wrestled down after a gain of 3. It will be fourth down, 6 yards to go, and Tishomingo County will punt it away to Pontotoc.
And you sure hate to start that way, Clint. I always, offense is so much about momentum. You hate to start with a punt out in the first drive of the game, but we're going to see if we can pin them back and get some field position out of it.
Field position always a big concern in high school football. Sometimes your offenses are not as great. Sometimes your defenses are not as great. Either way, field position matters in all facets of the game, and there's an offsides on Pontotoc perhaps, as it looked like number 11 came early. We'll wait for the official call. He does say encroachment on the defense, 5-yard penalty. Will be close to a first down for Tishomingo County. We may get the 6 out of here, John.
I think it's going to be close, but no cigar on that one, Clint. It's just, or is he going to make it? He's going to make it. I'm sorry. I misspoke on that.
That is first down. You're just giving away a first down right there, John. They had 4th and 5, punt time. You're getting the ball back. You force a 3 and out. 10 minutes go in the first quarter. You got the big mo, but then he said not so fast.
You just play right into the offense's hands.
Hawkins will hand it off to Mars, and he makes 1, maybe 2-man miss and picks up about 5 yards on the play. Sets up second down and 5.
That's a nice gain on that, Clint. That was a tough run, but you got a short. You got second down and 5. You got to say, I'd like to see the quarterback air it out here.
Me too. Like to see him throw down the field. You look at the defense. They're playing 2 high safeties. 1 top over the double screen. They're double teaming number 9, and that guy is a tall drink of water. Jake Moore, 5'10", $175. He looks a little taller than 5'10". Pardon me, he is. That's not Jake Moore. That's Brandon Gamble, the team captain cornerback, 6'4", $180, a wide receiver. He's a guy you want to have over-the-top help for. He can stretch the field. He's had a pretty good season thus far. He's just one of those guys who has a knack for getting open on the season. Gamble, 22 catches, 516 yards, 4 touchdowns on the year. So a big season for Gamble as that play goes for about 6 yards.
I think that just gave that penalty gave Tish County a lot of momentum there, Clint, because they're moving on down the field now. They're just kind of running that wheel right now.
Second down, 4 yards to go. Hand off. He cuts it up, gets a first down, and then 1, maybe 2 as he gets wrestled down by number 44 for Pontotoc, McKinley Wyndham on the tackle. And it will be a fresh 4 for Tishomingo County. And just what you said, John, the doctor ordered a penalty. They got it. And now they're moving the
And now
football.
they're moving the football, and they've got Lambert there, number 25, their workhorse there. He's just moving it on down the field.
There's a football coach, I don't know if you ever heard of him, named Nick Saban, and he always says there's 3 or 4 moments in a game that dictate the way it goes. And early, we have seen the yellow handkerchief dictating one. And he spins out of a tackle and gets back to the original line of scrimmage there, number 25, T.J. Lambert.
Billy Brewer said that.
Oh, Billy Brewer.
You got your coaches mixed up.
Got my coaches. You know,
And it looked like to me, Clint, that was just a nice play, even though it didn't gain much. He just didn't give up on the play.
I was looking for a coach that had a winning season in the past quarter century. Hey, second down, 10 yards to go, offsides, and they will reset the sticks. Encroachment on the defense. Once again, Pontotoc gets a good play. You give it back to them.
You're just keeping them in the game. Penalties. You just can't afford all those penalties, Clint. Just can't afford them.
Second down, 5 yards to go now for Tishomingo County. They are inside Pontotoc territory at the 39. It'll be a handoff on the read option. Can he get outside? Nice seal block by number 5. Springs the 30 to the 20. Where he's wrestled down just inside the red zone. Great play by number 25, T.J. Lambert. Great seal block by Devin McMeans, and he had the means to seal the deal on that play.
He sure did, Clint. I think we're going to be calling 25 out a whole lot tonight. But that was just a great run.
Great run. It is so hard for a wide receiver to be able to turn those shoulders, steal that edge from a cornerback, and make a play. He does just that. First down and 10, just inside the 20 for Tisch County. And the quarterback will keep it, and he is sniffed out instantaneously. Tackle made by number 58 of Pontotoc. Wyatt Smith, the junior defensive lineman, read it like a third-grade book, and Jack and Gio did not go up that hill to fetch a pail of water.
And he just kept on seeing Gamble getting those nice holes. He just called his own number and said, well, I think I might take a little scamper, but that was snuffed out pretty quick, Clint.
7:17 remaining opening quarter. Quarterback goes in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 1 bottom of your screen. It's a 6'4" man. He just hands it off. Number 25, and he is met at the line of scrimmage for a minimal gain. So it will be third down and 13 with 7 minutes to play in your opening quarter in a scoreless tie, John.
Well, you certainly don't want to do that. You certainly don't want to back up negative plays like that. And you got a long third down now. You know, maybe they go for that end zone right now.
Here we go, third down, 13. Quarterback Hawkins tries for the hard count to no avail. Changes up the defense, linebacker the move, and the center finally calls the mic out. They have a set. Hawkins drops back in the pocket, looks, sees, pumps one. He tries to race to the corner. He will get one, but nothing more as he tries to draw the personal foul flag and gets back, to the original line of scrimmage. And it will be fourth down, 10 yards to go. We see that they kick it. They go for it. That's the only 2 options they have here at this moment. You do not punt in this scenario.
Yeah, he might have tried for that penalty with no avail because you can see the Pontotoc defenders, they eased up and they just let him walk on out of bounds. You don't want to get that kind of a penalty.
Fourth down and 9 yards to go, and they will roll the dice and go for it.
It sure looks like that way, Clint. Why not? You're on the road. You're underdog. Why not? Maybe you even get a penalty again.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. If you have a kicker, you kick it. But they don't have Lou Groza warming up. They will drop back. Hawkins under duress. He sheds 1. He won't shed 2, and he is wrestled down for the sack. Sack made by number 70, Nolan Stafford, the senior defensive lineman. He's short, but he's a $195. He's stocky. He makes a big play there, John.
And they come after him that time, Clint, and they got him. They got their man that time.
No one has ever accused Hawkins of being a mobile quarterback on the season, negative 33 rushing yards.
So you know what that tells you? Sacks.
Sacks.
Sacks, and more sacks.
Pardon me, his sack yardage is negative 33. On the season, he has carried the ball 107 times for 661 yards.
And that's not bad, but look, Pontotoc defense was ready for him.
Quick swing pass to no avail. Great tackle there by number 42, Randall Mars. I noticed something when I got the rosters for this game. Pontotoc, 65-man strong. Tishomingo County, 45-man strong. So you will see Tishomingo County probably play a lot more guys on both sides of the ball, even though both teams generally do in high school. Tishomingo County does not have the luxury, as some teams do, of not being able to substitute guys as regularly.
And it looked like it hardly anybody come out from the Tisch County offense.
Drops back, Ard throws on the middle, pass is broken up by number 14. The quarterback plays cornerback and pauses the incompletion, sets up a 3rd and 11 now with 5:43 remaining in your opening quarter.
Well, you got to think, Clint, if you're a quarterback playing corner, you got to think you have a little bit of advantage in as far as reading the quarterback's eyes and things of that nature, knowing where he wants to go.
That's very true, John. 5:43. R drops back, looks, sees, stands in the pocket, throws the intercepted.
Oh.
Intercepted by
There
number 8, 20, 15, 10, 5. Put it on the board for Tishomingo County as Ard throws his 15th interception on the year. This one runs back for a pick 6, and the interception was made by the 6'4" senior wide receiver cornerback Brandon Gamble. Took a gamble, jumped on the route, and he picked it and he dunked it over the back of the goalpost for 6.
And it didn't look like much of a gamble there, Clint. He read the quarterback's eyes all the way. Ard just floated it up there, and he just ran up under it. Just can't get no easier than that.
Swinging gate formation here, and Pontotoc does not like what they just saw. They'll take a timeout, and with 5:34 remaining in the opening quarters, they trail by 6. We'll take it with them and be back on TV 7 right after these words. Welcome back to TV 7. Clint Gannon, John Barnett. You are seeing the swinging gate live and in prime time. Ron Zook used to run that over at Florida Gators many moons ago before he hit the unemployment line and ended up in Illinois. 5:34 remaining in your opening quarter. Tishomingo County trying to make it 7-0. The kick is blocked.
Wow.
The kick is blocked. Number 11, Jaron McKenzie got a jump.
Woo. And McKenzie, I believe he was just untouched, Clint. He just walked right through and just battered it down like there wasn't nothing to it.
Matt Lawpond, North Mississippi's favorite weatherman, passing out neon green pom-poms. Had a chance to talk with Matt earlier tonight, one of the great guys in all of weather, and we are excited he is here for WTVA. Oh, he told me, he said, it's going to be a light chill. I should have wore a jacket. I am regretting that at the moment. You know, everybody doesn't dress up like you, Bill.
And his wife is expecting to, Clint, so we want to shout out to them.
She's expecting to have a big career. You're exactly right here, WTVA. We're glad to have her. And we're also expecting to see her a little later on tonight. You can catch her, Emily Leonard, on Channel 6 at 9 and 10.
McGrath's kick goes out of bounds.
5:34 remaining in your opening quarter. 6-0 is the score.
Well, Clint, we just want to see how Pontotoc's going to answer now. They got the ball back.
He's passing out those
there they are.
pom-poms. They are down there. That is just one half of the Lawpond clan. She is a producer for TVA. She is the control woman, and the guy is the cameraman.
From their own 38-yard line.
I tell Matt, I said, hey, you know, some people fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 300,000 times.
There you
You're
go.
a weatherman, and he breaks free to the 40, 35. It's a foot race, and he gets down inside the 30. It was a horse and a foot race. It was a hoof race, is what I called it, I believe.
And that was a touchdown saving tackle there, Clint. He had a full head of steam. He was gone.
Dante Freeman broke free. 5:25 remaining. And your opening quarter, Pontotoc wasting no time trying to put it on the board. Ard goes to the pistol, hand off right side to Freeman. Freeman tries to get outside, cuts back across the field, getting it a block. No!
Not this time.
A great play there by number 3. Tanner McAnally. McAnally went for the strip. Lawpond with a nice throw in the T-shirt.
He's got a gun.
I'm pretty impressed there by Matt. He told me he was a tennis star in high school, and he used the word star precariously. It will be second down and 16.
Put a lot of emphasis on star.
Hey, WTVA gives away shirts. WCBI takes them off their back. The shirtless Robbie Don. Oh, he's blown up in the backfield. Dante Freeman, how do you do?
Boy, the Tish County defense, they were ready all the way for that one, Clint.
McAnally blew it up. And it's third down in Tishomingo County way. 3rd and 20.
They had that one read all the way.
He must like the song Blurred Lines. They wanted to get nasty. Big hit. Bill Morgan, a big fan of the T.I. Robin Thicks duet. Third down, 20 yards to go. And what looked to be a great drive has been stymied instantaneously. R drops back, running backs both clear out, throws it down the field. Got a man! Freeman, he's at a first down. Holy Toledo, what a catch. He put it in the breadbasket. We'll call it short. The referee comes back over the line, and it'll be 4th and an inch as they call mass substitutions. In 54-40 check in. Freeman checks out at number 24 for Pontotoc as well. Austin Waldrop checks out of the game. We called his name a lot last week. We will call it a lot tonight with 3:30 remaining in your opening quarter, John.
And it was like you were saying, Clint, about the numbers game, about Pontotoc having such a bigger team. You can afford, you have that luxury to get those freshmen out there.
It's a bad snap. Somehow he corralled it. But nevertheless, how did he catch it? John Hall with the sure hands, but guess what, folks? It doesn't matter. It is a turnover on downs, and that will be the second turnover night for Pontotoc. It will be first down 10, Tishomingo County, just shy of their own 30-yard line.
And that was just a nice heads-up play there, Clint, but like you said, it goes for naught.
3:19 to go. Tishomingo County, the benefit of Pontotoc mistakes early on. Clint Gannon, John Barnett, Bill Morgan, TV7 football, live and in prime time. Quarterback Hawkins calls his own number, shakes one, sits the seam, barrels over a defender. How do you do once again, says Mr. Hawkins to number 44, McKinley Wyndham, and he nearly got the wind knocked out of him. What a hit by Hawkins.
That was almost a battle of wills right there. He said, I'm going to take you down. I said, no, you're not. Not without a fight, you're not.
Not so fast, and get your chopping sticks ready. The Brave. There you go.
They are ready. They're ready tonight here in Pontotoc, Clint.
First down and 10. Tishomingo County does the old swing play. Breaks one, breaks two. Finally, the third man wrestles him down. 58 on the tackle for the Warriors. Wyatt Smith. Wyatt makes the tackle. Call him whatever you want to call him. Wyatt Smith, Wyatt.
And they just keep on feeding Lambert the ball, Clint. He just keeps on making some nice plays. I say, why not?
What should have been a 5-yard loss is a 5-yard gain. Heck, it's a 6-yard gain. Second down, 4 yards to go now for Tishomingo County. There goes Lambert. Quick screen. They will call it. Breaks one, breaks two, plows ahead and picks up a fresh 4 across the 50. First down and 10 to Tishomingo County.
That was another nice pitch and catch there, Clint. I mean, he just barreled. Lambert just barrels out there. He doesn't look like he just has all that much speed. Boy, he just keeps on going after it and just keeps it, get it in there.
First down, 10 yards to go at the 48-yard line for Tishomingo County.
They lined up in that shotgun again. They like that shotgun. Let's see what they do.
They go back to the shotgun, drops back, screen not there. Hawkins throws it deep, got a man incomplete. Pass intended for number 8, Brandon Gamble. Gamble already has an interception, returned for 6 with 2 minutes going in the first quarter. The score, Tishomingo County 6, Pontotoc nothing. Second down, 10 yards to go now for Tishomingo County.
And Moss just overshot him that time, Clint. He had him wide open. They just threw it a little too hard and just missed him completely.
Second down, 10 yards to go. 2 wide receiver, top of your screen, tight end in motion, and a running back on his left hip. Here comes a second wide receiver in motion. Number 5, Devin McMeans. It'll be a quick little inside handoff of Lambert. Cannot make the defender miss. Tackle made by number 44, Mr. McKinley Wyndham. Sets up a third down and about 8 yards to go.
But I want to go back to that last play, Clint. He just had Gamble wide open. You got to think they're looking for that again because he was just all by himself. It could have been 6 that time.
Third down and 8.
47-yard line.
What do you call it here, John?
I say keep it on the ground, Clint. I don't see why not. The Pontotoc hadn't showed they could stop it consistently yet with Lambert.
And we have a timeout on the field. Timeout, Tishomingo County. That's their first charge timeout with $1:19 remaining in the opening quarter. We'll toss up the Sports Center and be back right after this. Clint Gannon, John Barnett, Brian Hawkins. Blake Hawkins, call him what you will. Brian Hawkins on Hawkeye Industry. Blake Hawkins just got sacked on the play by number 20, Taylor Lyons.
And Hawkins, he just wasn't committed to that play, Clint. He just kind of hawed around a little bit. Didn't act like he really knew what he wanted to do. Kind of half-heartedly. But I mean, like being a quarterback, you got to be decisive back there. You can't, like I said, you can't haw around back there. You're going to throw it. You got to hand it off. Who you going to hand it off to? You're going to keep it. You just can't be indecisive like that.
Hey, there's two different animals involved in breakfast. The pig is involved. Pardon me, the pig is committed. He dies for the bacon. The chicken's involved.
The chicken's involved.
At that time, the quarterback Hawkins played the role of the chicken. Not to call a guy a chicken, but we're just a metaphorical chicken.
No, you out there having those big guys run after you like, yeah, you're anything but a chicken.
False start on the offense, 5-yard penalty. It's 4th and 19. If that was the worst delivery of an analogy I've ever given on television.
Well, that's okay, Clint. You know, things happen, but it's going to be all right. We got a long game ahead of us.
Long game.
You'll get it back. You'll get that one back.
The quarterback with the punting. Is it blocked?
It deflected.
Fair catch. If he doesn't fair catch it, he probably scores a touchdown.
And that was but I think that was a nice heads-up play because you're right there in the middle of the thick of the action there. I think it was a nice heads-up play to call a fair catch like that.
Number 30 made the fair catch. It is a heads-up play. We can't even tell you its name. He's not on the roster, but he made a heck of a play there.
Well, sometimes the young guys get left off there, Clint, but I think he's going to make a name for himself. He's going to be on there next year. I guarantee you that.
We couldn't even find the name from the cameraman of Pontotoc. Freeman. That guy has got more moves than a Rubik's Cube. He's an elusive creature. He just kind of whoops, whoops, whoops. He picks up big yardage.
He's a very nice runner, Clint. He's a very talented player. There's no doubt about that.
And that will end the first quarter of play. 6-0. Tishomingo County leads Pontotoc. We'll take a timeout and be back on TV 7 right after these words. Hold the phone. Welcome back. TV 7, Clint Gannon, John Barnett, Bill Morgan. There's a offsides on the defense, 5-yard penalty, and it could result in a first down. As a matter of fact, it will result in a first down for Pontotoc.
And those freebies, Clint, you know, we go back to that. Just a free play, you know, your defense could have held them, but you're going to give them a first down on that. And I think, is it going to be a second and short? I believe it's going to be second and short, Clint.
Second and an inch. Looks like a first down to me. They hand it off. No, Willard keeps it, pitches it. Freeman puts it on the turf and falls on it. And a Lemony Snicket's unfortunate series of events takes place, and they lose 2 yards, setting up 3rd and a deuce.
And he'd been better off, I believe, handing that one off to number 1 there, Clint, because he had a hole. I thought he had the ball. He sure had me fooled.
3rd down, 2 yards to go now for Pontotoc. We are calling plays that are not even happening on the first down. Nevertheless, it is 3rd and a deuce. Arndt hands it off up the middle. Freeman plows ahead for plenty and a first down. All the way down to the 33-yard line, John.
And he got it that time, Clem. Give it to your workhorse. Let him go for those yards, and he sure did. A good, tough run there, and he got just enough for the first down. He got about 3 on that one.
Good, tough,
very
run.
nice play.
I like everybody released, blocked downfield. Arndt hands it off up the middle. Boom!
There he goes.
Breaks free and picks up about 13, 14. It will be enough for a first down.
And he's getting loose this time, Clint. He's getting that mojo, like you like to say. He got his mojo working.
I noticed what they did there, John. The interior lineman was able to get a good push. When you play that close to the line of scrimmage as a defense, you're setting yourself up for the big run. You're going to say, we're going to stop him at the line, or they're going to get big yardage, because right there is a great example. Everybody is behind the defense. Then it's a one-on-one matchup between a linebacker and then the running back, and if he cannot stop them, the safety's not there because they don't have a safety back. They're only playing one over the top on the top of your screen.
And when you got a player out there as talented there, and that's kind of lights up, he's going to like us on that linebacker like there. He's just going to knock that linebacker over.
They're playing 8 guys in a box. They're bringing everybody. Ard's going to roll. Got man coverage for the corner.
He's got him.
Got him. He dropped it. Dropped it. Couldn't hang on. Austin Waldrop there on the intended receiver. But you saw what they did there. They're bringing 8 guys. They're shooting the gaps. But that is almost too much blitzing. without a lot of flair. If you're going to bring the blitz, John, I like bringing it spontaneously from one side or the other, not all through the gap.
Well, I mean, you have to, Clint. I mean, you want to call, you want to fake it, you want to stun it. You can't blitz all game long. It just doesn't work because the offense is gonna make you pay sooner or later. They're gonna throw that ball, and they're gonna play the corner right there, and they're gonna make you pay for it.
Somebody remind Joe Lee Dunn of that. Boom, right up the middle, 10-5 touchdown. Number 1, John Hall, and that's exactly what they did. They had everybody at the line, John. They brought the house, and they got by the line. There was nobody there to hold them.
And Clint, they're gonna open up that Tishomingo County defense eventually, whether Tish County wants it or not. They're gonna have to open up a little bit. They gotta respect these athletes at Pontotoc because they're too fast, they're too strong. You're gonna have to come back a little bit. You're gonna have to give it a little more respect than that.
We talked about the labor, what could happen. We just showed you the baby. The extra point is up away, and it is good. Pontotoc leads at 7-6, 10:24 remaining in the first half. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this. The ball is corralled and picked up back off the turf once again to the old 30-yard line, for he's brought down by a pack of Warriors just shy.
Gamble on the return.
And you know, Tish County, Clint, they've got a couple of weapons there with number 8 and 8 and 25, Gamble and Lambert. You know, use those weapons. Hey, if you're the quarterback, use those weapons.
When you go to Lambert, you get the throw and roll. Throw Lambert the roll.
Because he's taking it every time, and he's punishing this Pontotoc defensive line.
You may not get a throw and roll, but if you need a prescription, you go to Montgomery Drugs, a proud sponsor of TV7 football.
And the Pontotoc defense, think to me, they are playing a little bit more open style defense the way you would like to see Tish County run it. Because they got those 3 down linemen. You got 5 linebackers, but you're spread out. You know, you're not giving anything deep. But you still got enough men to cover your running back coming through the hole.
That's a great analysis, John. That analysis brought to you by Pontotoc Electric Power Association, where there's an analysis, where there's a piece of meat. John Bonder is there to make the deal. Drops back Hawkins. Play action under duress, and down he goes. Number 40 for Pontotoc, Colton Bramlett.
And he just waited a little too long on that one, Clint. Moss did. He just they had him blocked for just a minute. They had him a window, but he just couldn't take advantage. He couldn't pull the trigger.
It will be 3rd down and forever now for Tishomingo. 9:15 remaining in your opening half. 7-6 is the score.
And Clint, to me, you're almost in a pass situation unless you want to run it and try for field position to get a punt.
The one thing you don't want to do, John, is make a mistake. And we'll see what they decide to do here for Hawkins.
Certainly not this deep
Blake
back.
Hawkins drops back in the pocket under duress, shakes one, breaks free, gets outside, makes a man miss, makes another, but cannot escape Bramlett again. Bramlett is there along with number 55 for Pontotoc, Christian Robinson, the senior defensive lineman, 5'5", 250.
That's just what we call those bowling ball guys right there. But you certainly wanted those on your team, though, Clint.
He is a rolling ball of power. Senior 5'5", 250. It will be 4th and 13, and we will probably see a punt now by the cornerback, who does both things.
And punter.
The Apostle Paul says you got to be all things, all man. This guy is trying to do that same thing. False start on the right gunner, number 21, Jagger Brown. He has moves like Jagger, but that will be a 5-yard penalty.
That wasn't good that time, Clint, because you don't want to back them up. You don't want to, because you're just giving away field position now. And I mean that last, you got a partial block on that last punt, so. I mean, this is dangerous territory down here, Clint.
Very dangerous. 2 men back to receive. Dante Freeman being one of them. They would like to get him the rock. Hawkins drops back, has all day to punt. Nice low drive punt. It will be number 11. Take it on the second hop. Scoops it up. Breaks 1. Breaks 2. Gets outside. He's got a block. If he can steal it, he does. He's across the 50. He's to the 40, and he's just out of bounds just inside the 30-yard line. How do you do? Holy Toledo, what a block. Number 25 laid the wood. Number 25. Holy Toledo Batman, what a hit. That is Chase Hale with the wallop of a
And that's what we call getting your bell wrong right there, Clint. And I believe the Tisch County players just said they just kind of pushed the ball carrier out of bounds. I said, we don't want much more to do with him.
7:37. We saw it coming, and he rocked the Casbah.
He certainly did, Clint.
And the sheep don't like it. 7:37 remaining in the first half. 7-6. Pontotoc and Willard knocking once again after a prime time punt return all the way down to the 29.
Ball now spotted at the 29.
And Clint, again, I'm curious to see what they want to do. Do you want to air it out? I believe you just give it to number 7 there, Clint. Just let him blow him up like he's been doing.
Well, they're putting 8 men in the box, John, and everybody's going to be within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. It's one of those things, if you can get John Hall or...
But you gotta credit that offensive line, though, Clint. They're opening up a hole.
If you can get John Hall or Dante Freeman, I'm trying to set you up there, trying to throw you a little ball. Freeman with the block, down the mean, got him there, touchdown Pontotoc, can you believe it? Willard fires the pass to number 10, Jalen Farr. He threw it wrongly, his man could catch it. Brandon Gamble could not cash in his chips on that play, and with 7:35 remaining in the first half, Pontotoc goes back up by 6.
And you can slowly start to see the Warriors taking over this game, and they're really kind of starting to take it to the young Braves now.
The snap is mediocre. The hold is better. The kick is good. 7:34 remaining. Heck, they're leading by 8. Pontotoc leads Tisch County 14-6. We'll take a timeout. Grandma, go to Montgomery Drugs in the timeout. Get your heart pills. We'll be back right after this. It's the battle of the tribes, an all-out bull run. 14-6, the Warriors lead the Braves with 7:34 remaining in the first half. He returns the kick up to the 30, 32 before he is wrestled down. Pontotoc, Willard, he throws the pick 6. He rallies the troops, circles the wagons, and fires a 28-yard seam pass over the middle, John, for 6.
And he just totally redeemed himself, Clint, because like I said a while ago, you can slowly starting to see Pontotoc take over. They kind of got him right where they want him. They got him pinned back pretty deep, and they're just going to let him make mistakes like they've been doing, I believe, Clint.
7:28 remaining in your opening half. Tishomingo County drops back. It's a screen. Number 26 gets the ball, plows ahead for 8, maybe 9. That is Braden Maxey. And I talked to a good friend of mine about this last night, Stephen Jackson. One of the great mysteries in all of football is, why do offensive linemen not give it away? I mean, they let guys go, and the defensive linemen are fooled every time. If you come through unobliged, unopposed.
Well, Clint,
a lot of mysteries in football, man.
A lot of times when you're a defensive lineman and I play, you're just taught to go after the quarterback, And sometimes when you get that free shot, you're thinking, I'm going to kill this guy, and you don't realize that, hey, they set you up. You're getting that free of a shot.
You were a lineman.
I was a defensive end and an offensive guard many moons ago.
Many moons. First down and 10, handoff up the middle, picks up a couple. Sets up second down, 7, 6:40 remaining in your opening half. Clint Gannon, John Barnett, Bill Morgan, TV7, the Twitterful Bill Morgan. Check it. 6:30 remaining. You can catch Clint Gannon on Twitter at Clint Gannon. That guy, I would follow him. He's also very attractive, if you don't mind me saying. John Barnett, John F. Barnett, and Bill Morgan. Bill Morgan 01. That's his Twitter alias.
Nicky Martin defensively for the Warriors.
And send me a tweet, somebody.
Hey, I was actually, I had someone tweet me today, Brianna Figucia, who is a Phi Mu in Clemson, saw my tweet on the Jimmy Fallon show last night. It was on there. So, I mean, she's tweeted me, you are almost basically famous. I'm like, hey, you got to get in where you fit in. As Hawkins rolls out, boom, lays the hammer. A lot of quarterbacks just mosey on out of bounds, but number 6, Jonathan Elsie. Yee.
He kind of hung around a little too long trying to get that extra yardage, and he got blew up that time, Clint.
Here comes the boom. 4th down, 4 yards to go now for Tishomingo County. A big 4th down, a big decision here by Tish County.
And Tish County, Clint, I mean, they get a good move on, get a good yards on first down, they get yards on second down, but that's that 3rd down. They just get stymied there, you know, and they just have these long 4th downs, and they're going for it, which, I mean, you got to applaud them, but, you know, sometimes you don't take that field position.
Hawkins throws the screen, picks up a 1st down and then some.
Hawkins pass complete on the play to 8.
And definitely, as we say that, he picks up the 1st down.
He throws it to Brandon Gamble for a fresh 4, and John, big play right there. Hey, long as Tishomingo County doesn't break out and fight club again, they'll be okay. We would be remiss if we did not bring up the brawl that took place between Moorville and Tishomingo County earlier this year. Resulted in a whole lot of people suspended as Hawkins throws a little Brett Favre pass to Gamble. Holy Toledo.
And you got to do that again. You got to do that some more, Clint. Go to your playmakers. You got Gamble and Lambert. I mean, they're having some great. Both of them having a great game tonight. Keep on giving it to them.
I hate having my right-handed quarterback have to throw when he's rolling to the left. It's a very awkward move. You can't protect your throwing shoulder. You're vulnerable to hits. You're most vulnerable to injury as a quarterback when you're rolling to your right, your left, and you're right-handed, or when you're on the blind side. But he does corral at number 25, Lambert.
There he goes.
He keeps breaking defenders. Holy cow, man. 1st and goal to go for Tishomingo County. And John Barnett, we got ourselves a well of a game here on TV 7 with 5 minutes to go in the 1st half.
You're exactly right, Glenn. He just carried 2 guys on his back. I mean, he almost carried them to the end zone right then.
1st down and goal to go with 5:02 remaining and ticking.
They are getting a little slow to get lined up there, Clint. You know, hurry up to that line.
Handoff up the middle, plows ahead, 26, nothing doing. Tackle made by number 44 for Pontotoc, McKinley Wyndham. 26, Braden Maxey on the carry.
Because that's the point of having a no-huddle offense, is getting to the line quickly and keeping your tempo up.
2nd down, goal to go now. What will they do here? They got man-on-man coverage on the outside. Will they exploit it? No, the quarterback keeps it. Hawkins to the foot race. Can he get to the corner? No! Great tackle made. Number 11, Jared McKenzie. Number 8.
He's coming up limp, Clint.
Brandon Gamble with a not-so-good block there. Gamble allowed that to happen by not being the seal. You got to get the seal, man. For as good as Seal's number 5 block was earlier, Gamble did not get a good seal. And you're right, John, the quarterback was limping on that play.
And wide receiver, you know, that's not your only job is to catch the ball. When you're not going to get the ball, you still have to block for your teammates and try to spring him open and get that touchdown.
3rd and goal. Gamble, pardon me, it is Hawkins who calls his own number and picks up 2, maybe 3. 4th down, goal to go. What do they do with 3:45 remaining? What's the call, John?
I believe I take Gamble and just power it in there. I believe I just give it to him, see what he can do. I'd line up in that power eye and just see what he can do.
I would kick the field goal. Whoever scores the most points wins.
That's usually how it goes, Clint, 99% of the time.
It won't. Not yet. Bill Morgan, he don't even know what quarter it is. He's just here for the party as we get nearly the delay game, but a timeout to Tishomingo County. They'll take a timeout. Hey, we're going to take it with them. 3:18 remaining in the 1st half, 14-6. Decision time coming up after the break. 4th and goal from the 2.
With Edward Jones on the square.
And that play will result just short of the goal line. We were a little confused. At were we on air, were we not? We didn't hear the old fading, and we go get on station manager Stephen Chris for that one. Stephen, you got to hit us up with a little bit.
Sorry, Stephen.
And the great play-by-play call on the 4th and goal stop. And here comes the guy, number 70. Boom, he's excited. And hey, 55. Holy cow, 55. He's a rolling ball of a lot of stuff.
Just some of those big, tough guys you need on your team, though,
So
Clint.
you're exactly right, John. The 4th and goal was stymied, and that's our word of the night, as you cannot tell. And it will be 1st and 10 at the 99.5-yard line. Handoff up the middle. John Hall gives them that much-needed breathing room. Pick up 2 to the 2.
And that's always dangerous to be in, Clint. But I mean, you get fired up because your defense has had that big stop, and you're way back there. But when you're on offense, you know you're fired up. You know, let's move those chains. Let's make them pay for it.
Good analysis, John. 2:55 remaining in your opening half. Pontotoc leads 14-6. A 98-yard field awaits him. Nothing doing there. He's still a 96-yard field. 3rd down, 8 yards to go. You do not want to make a mistake. You got a quarterback who's thrown 15 interceptions on the year. More than one of those has been a pick 6. You don't allow him to do it again.
And it'd be a very, very easy one here down this far, Clint. Very easy.
And if you're Tishomingo County, you're excited because you can get the ball back eerily quick.
And good field position on top of that. Look, a little indecision there. Here we go.
Handoff up the middle, picks up a 1st down. We apologize for the technical difficulties for John Barnett's mic. We'll get that corrected as soon as possible. 1st down and 10.
We're back now, Clint. That was a good run, and Pontotoc is really just playing it safe here, Clint. But, I mean, you can't blame them on that. I mean, they are moving the chains, running the ball, so why not keep on doing it?
Arndt hands off to Freeman. Freeman gets outside and picks up about 6, maybe 7 before he shimmies and shakes out of bounds. 2nd down, 4 yards to go now for Pontotoc.
And to me, Clint, you know, the Tish County defense, they don't have much of an answer for Freeman. He's just a very fine athlete, and he's getting some good solid open runs and getting, you know, picking 5-6 yard chunks up at a time.
He's running wild in Freeman. 2nd down, 4 yards to go for Pontotoc. The quarterback hands it off up the middle. No, he drops it on the turf and he falls on it hard. At the last minute, wanted it back. It was not to be. 3rd down and long with a $1:35 remaining and ticking in the 1st half.
And it goes back to those mistakes you're talking about, Clint. That was just near disaster right there. You don't. I mean, it's just too close. It's just an easy touchdown for the defense. You got to keep that in mind with your Pontotoc right now.
3rd down and 5 yards to go. $1:18 remaining in your opening half. 14-6. Pontotoc leads Tishomingo County on TV7. Clint Gannon, John Barnett, Bill Morgan. Ard rolls around, breaks free. Not so fast, my friend, and he is sacked by number 21, Jagger Brown. He's got moves like Jagger.
And we got a flag on the play too, Clint. It looks like it's in that holding area. I don't know what they're going to call it, but it's down in that general area.
It will be holding. He's got the moves like Jagger. Good call there, Bill Morgan. Appreciate the singing.
Don't blame that on me.
Moves like Jagger. Yeah. Come on, get it in the mic.
The high note's not
Hey,
time.
you can catch Bill Morgan tonight at the 5th quarter. Live at what church?
Green Valley.
Green Valley, not to be refused with the Big Valley. The rally in the valley. I once dated a girl named Audra who was named after Audra from the Big Valley.
Wow.
Yeah, that Audra.
That goes way back there, Clint. Way back in the day.
She was a young girl. She wasn't as old as the TV show.
The name goes way back, not her. We'll put it that way.
We need to be quiet for making ourselves in trouble. $1:05 to go. They took a timeout. Bill Morgan is completely shocked. We're going to keep it here. Clint Gannon, John Barnett, Bill Morgan. We need to give Steve and Chris a break in the station. We need to go grab some Chinese. Probably out on a date right now. He's probably running behind. Him and Adam Gore, they are ladies' men. There's no question.
Can't never tell about those. There's some wild and crazy guys there,
Wild
Clint.
and crazy, man. You can catch Adam Gore at Gore Sports on Twitter for, what is that show he does?
Full House Trivia.
Full House Trivia night on Wednesday. He does Full House Trivia night on Tuesdays, Wednesdays.
Way too much Full House for somebody over the age of 12 there, Clint. But that's just my opinion. If you like Full House, then I'm sorry. It
I like
offends
Full
you.
House. You don't like that? One's doing crack cocaine, the other's in rehab. They're in bad shape.
Soon to be there.
Excuse me, that was the Olsen twin taking a sniff. Is there some punt kick? And it gets corralled at the 42-yard line. 59 seconds to go. The FCC will be taking us off the air for the second half, we have been told, for our cocaine jokes. And we apologize to the Olsen twins who are probably listening as the rest of the world are on TV7. 59 seconds to go. John Barnett on a more serious note. Can Tishomingo County score here?
Well, you got good field position, Clint, and you got some weapons. I don't see why they can't, Clint.
What do you think, Bill?
Oh, no doubt about it. They got a minute to go, man. They've got weapons. They got a good quarterback.
Let's put some points on the board.
Let's spread this thing out and let's see what we can do.
Let's just sling it around. Let's just sling it around the field. See what we got. See what we can do. You
That
know?
Bill Morgan. Bill Morgan gives you analysis. That Bill Morgan analysis brought to you by the Bank of Pontotoc, a branch of Oxford University Bank. It's a screen. One of football's mysteries picks up 3 yards before he's wrestled out of bounds.
And they've had some pretty good luck with that screen though, Clint. But you know you don't want to go to the well too many times with that screen because I mean Pontotoc defenders, they're quick and they're getting after the Moss there.
That was an ugly developing play too, if you don't mind me saying. Second down, 6. 52 seconds remaining in your opening half. Tishomingo County trails by it. The quarterback drops back, throws a little hitch pattern, gets the first down, gets him out of bounds, and it will be a first down and 10 yards to go.
Nice pitch and catch there, Clint. I mean, he had his man, and he got past the sticks, and you're moving those sticks, and they're playing hurry up. They're doing pretty good. They're doing what we kind of thought. Well, I hope they would. It's just move that ball, sling it around, and let's just see what happens.
46 seconds remaining. Hawkins goes to the shotgun. 2 wide receivers on both sides of your screen, and a running back on his left hit. Hawkins drops back under duress, moves up, looks, sees, got a man to the end zone, incomplete. Incomplete.
And Clint, he was very close to being past the line of scrimmage there, but they didn't call it. I don't guess it was we're sitting at kind of an angle, so it's hard to see. But he was very close.
You can call Bill Clinton. That was no cigar. 39 seconds remaining in the opening half. 14-6 to score. Pontotoc leads Tishomingo County. If you're just joining us, Tishomingo County scored on the pick 6, have not scored offensively. Pontotoc rather has scored both times offensively through the air and on the ground. Hawkins breaks 1, breaks 2. Can he get to the corner? It's a foot race. He's got it and gets out of bounds just inside the 16, early at the 15 with 31 seconds to go. He will get a 1st and 10, and the clock will stop, John.
That was just good heads-up football, Clint. I mean, he did exactly what you want to do when you're trying to conserve clock. He was looking up the field, but he was looking out of bounds, too.
They have 0 timeouts remaining. Conceivably, a sack could end the half.
You're exactly right, Clint.
31 seconds to go. Here's a precarious play-calling ability right here for the offensive coordinator. You want to throw it to the end zone. You were held, I nearly said stop me, but I stopped myself. Hawkins rolls. He was stopped on 4th to the end zone. Touchdown.
Oh!
And a late hit. I don't like that call. They threw the flag. Brandon Gamble gets the touchdown. Hawkins rolling left, throws the old spider 2-wide banana seam pass. He had 2 guys lined up. The running back flares out. The other receiver stops on a hook. Gamble goes across the middle. That's a beautiful banana there, John.
And he had him wide open, Clint, but it was, you don't want to think Pontotoc players were mad about that, but I mean, was he in momentum? It's a hard call on that one.
Well, the Big Mo has switched, and just before the half, Pontotoc says, "Squeeze me? Squeeze me?" They were up by 8. They're up by 2. 24 seconds remaining in your opening half. Pontotoc, Tishomingo County. Tish County.
Tish going to go for 2.
I don't like the call of going for 2 here. You'll be chasing that point all night, but I'm not the coach. Looks, sees, throws it, got a man, caught it.
He got him.
And the 2-point play is good.
We didn't like it, but
now you like
successful.
I guess my dad says he doesn't like it. 25 ticks remaining, 14-14. We'll keep it right here. We're about to go to the half anyway. And let me tell you this, John. I have a pet peeve. I got a bone to pick with you. I do not like the flag in the end zone, unnecessary hit. He did not make a football move. What if he hits him and he drops the ball? Then what happens?
Well, then it would have been a great play then. And like I said, I believe it was just momentum. he was just running hard toward the ball carrier like you're supposed to. And I believe, you know, it was just a nice, clean hit, but he did.
If he
was a little
drops
late.
that pass, it's an incomplete or a touchdown. After he gets hit, I don't think he made a football move. He just called it, and he got hit. If that happens to 25, they say it's a great play. I think it's a great play there by number 44, McKinley Wyndham, and I think it's a bogus call. It's a bogus call.
That's why it's called football and you wear pants.
You got that right, buddy. And look, the late hit, quote unquote, gets marked off on the kickoff. So this will be probably a touchback. It's actually a very short kick. Fair call at the 22. He fair call, then he run. I'm confused by that call, but they just do the short kick. Number 4, Dennis Vaughn, the running back. Pardon me. Number 4, Blake McGruff. Sergeant McGruff, the senior kicker.
Well, I mean, you're almost out of time. Kick it short and just see if he makes a mistake, Clint, and just, you know, and get a short field. Why not?
25 seconds to go, and at this time, we'd like to thank the many sponsors that make us possible. Johnson Furniture in Oxford, Pickens Pest Control, Hunter's Hollow, Griffin Motors, Ron's Music, First National Bank, Wade Inc., your John Deere dealer, Seafood Junction, Stouts Carpet, Adair Carpet, Northeast Mississippi Community College, Itawamba Community College, Becker Enterprises, what'd you say? What'd you say? Becker Enterprises Hearing Center? What'd you say? Huh?
Hearing Center.
I'm sorry. Okay, you need to go back. Randolph Fish and Steak, Murphy Frames and Brews, and Mississippi Recycling Inc. and Banner. And that's the sponsors. That's the first half of your score. Pontotoc 14, Tishomingo County 14. It's been a barn burner. We'll be back for all the halftime shows right after this.
High school grade, marching band.
The Pontotoc High School Band is following up another all-superior and state of Mississippi three-state winning year and is once again the grand champion of the Twin Palm Invitational Marching Contest for the third consecutive year and the reserve grand champion for the Mississippi Invitational Marching Classic. Tonight, the band will be presenting their competition show entitled Killer Bees, Tales of the Hive. The show will include the music of Blue Rhapsody, the B-52s, Bach, Beethoven, and Bon Jovi. Tomorrow, the band will be traveling to Greenville for the District Marching Band Championship. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Allison Tinder, Julia Holland, and Logan Passmore.
No, I didn't. She's like, Disney. You ever done this? She's like, she goes talk with her hands. She does stuff like that all the time. It's so funny. Man, but she ain't heard. Man, and the Lucy.
And now, the Pontotoc High School Marching Band. The Pontotoc High School Band is under the direction of Vance Wigington, Sarah